Okay, everybody, Stephen Key here. I have a very, very special guest that you're going to absolutely love because what's going to happen, this gentleman's going to save you money. He's going to do a great job and it's going to help you protect those important ideas. Kevin Prince, thank you for coming on.
Oh, glad to be here, Stephen.
Okay, everybody, I know you're watching and I know there's going to be a time where you're going to need some help protecting those ideas. And I'm a big believer in protecting ideas. Maybe not every idea, right? But I'm sure you're going to have some product idea that you need to protect. And what do? You're going to call somebody you don't know. You're going to call a patent attorney or a patent agent. Who knows? You don't have that personal experience, and maybe they treat you well and maybe they don't. So I'm a big believer in finding someone that has your best interests. I'm a big believer in finding these inventor-friendly guys, women, or whoever that's in this field that can help you protect your ideas in such a way that you're going to get those patent issued, maybe patent designs, maybe utility patents, but it's going to have value. So that's why I wanted to bring Kevin on, because Kevin, he's filing my patents now. And I'm really particular. And I've been doing this for a long, long time. So you just did one for me the other day, a utility patent. Thank you very much. It was fantastic. I know it was complicated, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was some meat on that one.
I know. And you handled it so beautifully because there was a lot of inventors on it. But it was complicated. It was in the packaging industry, so you did a great job. Thank you. And I saw it firsthand. Wonderful. But you also do design patents too. Let's talk a little bit about that. You filed one for me on that too, and I have a couple more I want you to look at because that's kind of your specialty as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I specialize in design patents. They're kind of a niche filing at the patent office. I think they're underutilized. Okay. I think there's a lot of bang for the buck there that people don't realize. And it's not necessarily a question of either or. I've gotten both design and utility patents for the same products. Okay. They just protect different aspects of the invention.
Yeah. Because that's what we're doing now. As you know, we're protecting it a couple different ways. But I want everybody. That's why I'm bringing you on. I want to introduce you to everybody who's watching, and we're going to put all your information down below so people can find you because your work is spectacular. You're quick. You respond, but you're also an inventor.
Right. That's how I got into this crazy business.
And that's a difference because I've worked with big firms, and everybody thinks big is better. I don't think that's the case. I think you need someone that understands, of course, maybe what some of your goals are, maybe understands the industry that you're in, but really has your best interest at heart. And I don't think you get that with big firms, do you?
Well, it depends. I'd say a big firm is appropriate if you're in litigation.
Okay.
You're suing someone. You want a nice letterhead to scare people. So.
But no one's doing that anymore. Okay, so let's.
Well, yeah, right.
Okay.
So, and here's the secret. They'll tell you, oh, well, you want our law firm from start to finish because you want the big name, and the fact is, whoever is in that law firm doing the prosecution on your patent is not going to be the guy who's in court doing the litigation. Those are completely separate fields. And so I wanted to set up my business where I would want to use me as an inventor, right? I want to get the patent through. I want to get the best kind of patent that we can. And really just obviously keeping your expenses in line because there's a lot of opportunity to spend money when you're starting a business, right?
No, there is, and I have done both. On one of my technologies, Spinformation, a rotating label, had a great firm, and I'm still behind. I still work with those guys in certain projects, but most of the projects you don't really need that. I don't think. I think most of us have consumer products that maybe have a short lifespan, and maybe they don't, but you still want protection. You still want good value. Because if you're small and you're starting out, those dollars are important. And
yeah. Well, it's real easy to go into 5 figures if you're dealing with a big law firm, and that money I think can be probably better used for prototyping, marketing, all the other stuff that you have to do. So,
okay,
You know,
Yeah.
I try to give good value in terms of quality. I obviously I want to understand the invention completely, and then we write it up and file it, and try to get it through the patent office. But I'm a patent agent. I'm not. No one's paying for my law degree, you know, by using us. I don't have a marble coffee table on the 16th floor of a building overlooking a
Now,
bay.
wait a minute. They all don't have that. A lot of them do, though. Okay, so let's talk about the difference, because people don't really understand the difference between a patent agent and a patent attorney. What's the difference?
So a patent agent and a patent attorney both have to pass the patent bar exam at the patent office. The difference is, and now I can do everything that a patent attorney can do at the patent office. I just can't go beyond that into court and sue somebody, or I can't handle your legal licensing agreement.
Okay.
You know, that would be considered the practice of law. I'm an engineer, and so the patent office gives me a license to practice law in this one little area, sliver called patent prosecution.
Got it. Okay. Well, that's really good, because most people want to avoid any litigation. I don't think you can even get to court these days. And that's the last thing you want to prepare for. I just stay away from that. So what do you really want from an inventor for you to do a good job? Because, you know, I talk a lot about the quality of work really depends on the quality of material you're giving either your patent agent or your patent attorney. Is that correct? Are my assumptions correct? Because sometimes I think a lot of inventors maybe have a prototype and they go, hey, here it is. And they don't really, they're not giving enough information. Is that true?
Yeah, and that's the main thing, because I often have to go back and try to dig out what's really important. And what I try to get to for claim one, if we're filing a utility patent, what I'm trying to get to is the minimum viable product, the MVP. What is the simplest version of the product that, with one of the elements missing, would no longer be your product, right? What is the simplest version? No bells and whistles, no optional features. Those are for the dependent claims. I want to get down to the nut of what you have, what we call the point of novelty, you know. Okay. And once I have that, then from there we can start adding on optional bells and whistles, the unique features that are maybe nice to have. Okay. But the other way to look at this is, you know, claim one should describe what it is that you would be offended if someone else came out with it.
Got it.
And anything less than that, you don't care. So if I can get to that point, then I think we can write a really good application around that and get it filed. One might not get it. I mean, you know, but you don't get what you don't ask for at the patent office.
Yeah, you know what's amazing? I believe you really have to understand your point of difference. And you really have to understand what's important to license that idea in the field. You really have to provide whoever you're going to work with. I like to say, tell them maybe show them what you're trying to market. Maybe show them your sell sheet. Maybe you have a prototype. Show them what doesn't work. If you've done a little prior art searching, tell them what's out there, where those landmines might be a little bit later when you get an office action. This is the person you want to show everything you possibly can and go, this is what's important to me, and help me protect those type of elements that I need. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I love when I get that feedback, because then I can put myself in your shoes and say, all right, if this was my product, how would I go about protecting it?
I love it. Now, you also started an Inventors Group years ago, didn't you?
Yeah, Inventors Forum in Orange County. We started that in 1990.
Okay.
So that's 30 years ago, and it's going strong.
Well, that's a really good group, and they invite me occasionally out there, and they do a wonderful job.
That's how we met. I think it's in mid-90s. I think we had you down, and it was a fabulous, fabulous night.
God, I've been doing this forever in the day, huh? I want everybody, we're going to put all your information down below. If you need someone, anybody that's listening, if you need someone that's going to take care of you, if you need someone that's going to do a great job, contact Kevin. Tell him what you need. He can do it all for you. He's doing it for me. You'll love him. So, Kevin, thank you very much.
Thank you, Stephen.
Everybody, Stephen Key here. Thanks for watching. Subscribe down below. Tell all your friends. And I'll see you next time.